Okay.
We are live.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh,
So
wow.
as we go in and find out
It's not there. I know that. I know it's
where
not
it
there
is,
live.
yeah, where we find out the live. That's the
So, hi, guys. We literally just drove in not even 5 minutes ago here into the campground. And we thought we had plenty of time. What we didn't think is that we were going to cross
time
with
zones.
and with friends. It's like some friends were going to the east, we were going to the west, and we stopped at that little town that we cannot pronounce to have lunch. And you know that you get chatty and all that. So yeah, we didn't even pay attention to the time. We thought we had plenty of time, and we just literally ran out of time. So we barely made it here to the campground 5 minutes ago. So we are just, yeah, like right now trying to just set up power and set up everything so we can just get started.
The stuff's starting to roll in now, all the comments. And as I'm
And the one is already out here.
Steve, Pat, Joe, where the windshield goes, Oklahoma Dave, Dale Lewis, all you guys, thank you so much for showing up. We did have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. Very, very cool.
We have a Thanksgiving. We really didn't do too much. I thought we were gonna be somewhere and I was gonna cook the Thanksgiving dinner and all that, but I didn't know Paul's plans.
Oh wait, can they hear us?
Oh yeah, you guys, can you hear us? Let us know if you can hear us.
And if not, then
Yeah, if not, no, it's not too late. But anyway, we were traveling through the holidays. That I think is the best time to travel because there's literally nobody on the road. Everything is totally like a ghost town. So where were we? Oh, we were just getting to Amarillo, Texas. If you speak Spanish, but Amarillo, Texas, and we were that night. We went like at the Cracker Barrel. That's how. I don't know. I want to say like
that's where we did Thanksgiving. It was a lame Thanksgiving at Cracker Barrel.
That's how we passed our Thanksgiving. We went into actually Cracker Barrel, and we are vegetarian, so we don't have turkey. So we were like, we don't want your turkey, but we want all your sides. Pretty much all of the sides in Cracker Barrel.
I see somebody say the feed is choppy. I don't know if that's on our end or on your end. On tonight, so for internet. So yeah, I hope that it will be at least.
It
so
showed
hopefully
full bars when we just drove in, so hopefully it's not bad.
Picture is stuttering. That could be me stuttering.
More than one person saying it means it's us. It's not you guys. So
yeah.
If you have problems, let us know so we know if it's in our end or in your end.
No, it's saying choppy feed, so maybe we should try to hook into the. I'd hate to try and switch over to the campground Wi-Fi right now because it would be horrible. But maybe we could switch over to the AT&T and see if that goes well.
Which one are you?
Copy. We're on T-Mobile right now.
Well, no, it should be an AT&T. That's a fiber.
See, she just told me to hook up with the phone. She didn't say AT&T or whoever. So.
Oh my goodness.
So we're going to just hang with us here, guys, for just a second. We're going to get the choppiness figured out, I hope. Hey, guys, Marie, Joe.
Hotspot open.
Hotspot is open.
So
Don says it isn't that bad. So we're going to make a switch here, so we might get a weird drop in the middle of this.
Hopefully not. Cross your
Hopefully
fingers,
not.
people. Cross your fingers.
And so...
And by the way, the last few days we have been traveling from Hot Springs, Arkansas. That's the last place where we actually did camp. And just going from one place to another because we have to cover some ground so we can make it to Las Vegas to celebrate not the holidays, but kind of like the pre-holiday party with the crew over there. And that's why we were basically just going fast. And because we wanted to spend a little bit of time here in Albuquerque. We just didn't want to go straight all the way to Las Vegas.
All right, we switched over to AT&T, so hopefully that helps. I don't know if it will or not, but...
If not, let us know.
Kevin says, don't funk it up. It's got to be funky, brother. Kevin watching from Truth or Consequences. Hopefully we can hook up with them in the next couple of days.
I know we're not that far by now.
And yes, it is last Saturday of the month. And this is last Saturday live.
Isn't that crazy?
Thank you guys so much.
Fast the year went, or it's because we're traveling that much, but it's like every time that we talk about the last Saturday, it's like, oh my God, it's right here around the corner. It's like going by so fast.
Craziness.
So guys, if you have any questions or anything, please put your name, where you're from, and any questions we can answer, we're here.
It's better. So far, so good. Cool. New feed makes your shirt look green. I hope so. It's a green shirt.
It's a green shirt. This was like from it's an Irish thing. So
yeah. So Las Cruces, Laura, you're just down the street there. Kevin and Laura are just up the road from you in TRC.
And they're
so
heading that way.
They're heading that way. So lock up all your valuables, hide away your pets.
Vegas for the NASCAR party. We don't follow NASCAR, so I don't even know when that is.
Yeah, we will be in Vegas probably in about a week. And we will be there through about the 14th or 15th of December. Just, again, touch base with us over on Facebook. It's the easiest way to get a hold of us and let us know.
18 Summer says, are you still going to be traveling?
All right, so that's one of the first. That's the first thing we're gonna address. Season 2 obviously is coming to an end. We're gonna end our seasons with the end of the year and go into the new season 3 starting in January. And yes, we will be traveling. We are going to be changing up the format of the show just a tiny bit, but I don't know if we want to.
We're going to make some changes.
We're not getting a Class B. We're not getting an airplane. We're still going to have old Freya here, but the format is going to change just a tiny bit.
We're going to change it for the New Year's, that it will be a new season. So the season ends this year, and for next season, basically, we're going to change, I want to say a lot, how we're going to do some of the videos. So some is going to be good, some is going to stay still the same, but a lot of stuff is going to change. So what's the next question, Paul? See if we're still going to go to Alaska. Yes, the plans is yes. So far, nothing has changed about the plans. We're going to go from Baja all the way to Alaska. So West Coast next year. So all the West Coasters, just like let us know where you are so we can visit you along the way.
Yes. Cute. Are you heading home for Christmas? No.
Home.
We are in our home. So we will be somewhat in our home for Christmas. We're heading home to Las Vegas to have a holiday party for, see that political correctness? We're having a Christmas party, holiday party, however you want to say it. For our crew at our business there, and then we're heading down to El Paso, Texas area, and Juarez, Mexico, to spend time with my granddaughter or my daughter, grandson, granddaughter, and Lori's folks.
His mom is coming from Canada to El Paso.
My mom is coming down.
It's gonna be the first time that the two mothers are gonna meet. Like so far, we have made all this time with my mom in Mexico and his mom in Canada. So that's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a disaster.
The good thing is that there is language barrier. That's a good thing.
Did we enjoy the Northeast originally from the? Yeah, we really did. It's a little bit harder traveling off. Northeast was amazing.
Northeast, I would say I loved it. I love to see the scenery, how beautiful it is, the trees, because we're coming from the desert. You want to see always different. I noticed that all the people that live in the east always travel west. The people that were from the west, we travel east. Yeah. And we love the change of scenery. The one thing I didn't like is the freaking bugs. Happy I am to be back a little bit in the desert and not worry about mosquitoes or the bugs biting your ankles. That was in Boston.
I haven't cleaned the windshield in 4 days, and there's not that many bugs. Awesome.
We're a little bit happy to come back, but we love the east.
Ben says diesel pusher. No, not going to get rid of old Freya yet. That's a discussion we're still having, but no.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, I don't know. He was just saying even today, this morning, it's like, I don't know what I have against diesel pushers. Maybe they're not that bad.
Except for the 70 cents a gallon price difference here. Well, holy smokes.
Canada was cheaper, in the US a little more expensive. But I think they're better fuel mileage too, so maybe that compensates a little bit.
No. Enjoying hockey night in Canada and watching us. Yes, Frankie's got his.
How many TVs does he have?
He's got his priorities straight. Kevin and Don from Phoenix.
So we're not making a Phoenix yet. We were gonna do it on the way up to Vegas. Now we're actually gonna make it to down from Vegas through Phoenix into El Paso. So we'll be there in a few weeks.
They're heading to Michigan to pick up their new trailer. You had to go to Michigan to pick something? There should have been tons of stuff in the Southwest, I would think.
It's freaking cold.
It's going to be cold up there. Oh, yes. It's gone. Our home was, season one was all about that transition of getting rid of everything and buying this old girl. And yeah, it's gone. This is our home. So.
Yeah, and a lot of people say you're going to go back home or do you keep your home? It's like, well, you guys need to understand, this is our house. Like today, our friends we were meeting with, they had been full-timing for a year and they're going to stop full-timing at this point because it was not for her. She wants her home. That's okay. Her house, that's okay. She gave it a shot. She didn't want it. For us, we're happy with our lifestyle and this is our home.
Lori likes it. She really likes it.
I know.
Hello from Wilderness Lakes in California. Cal, going to Alaska. Yes, Don, we are going to Alaska next year. And we have no idea yet how we're getting there or anything, but we know we're going there.
Hello from Thousand Trails Wilderness Lakes.
I just said hello, Cal.
So we actually have stayed there before. That was our first Thousand Trails experience. It was right there in Wilderness Lakes.
Yes, Baja, Mexico. Definitely Solex. And Solex, you make a little cameo in our next video. So the one I upload tonight, you gotta watch that.
Cameo.
You're gonna like it. Yeah, it's his name makes a cameo. Lori looks guilty always. She always looks guilty.
About what? I'm not guilty about anything, I think. I don't know. Did you finish the bathroom yet? Like I said, we have been traveling towards Vegas so long that I have no time. He doesn't give me time to finish anything.
That is.
And then we were so busy.
The next 4 days.
We were so busy in hot springs, going into the hot springs. So, yeah, they have time there.
That's garbage. And you know what? Time.
Seriously. See, this is what we go through even when we're not in camera. It's like, he's like, you have done it when he was driving me painting the bathroom. Of course not. He's like, I need to be somewhere. And I'm having an issue with the colors. Go well. Yeah. I'm very picky when it comes to that. What else?
Oh, we don't want to do that. I don't know. I'm trying to mess up the computer here.
Oh my God. Right now, in the middle of it. He's just trying to figure out what size of a window he needs.
Hope it don't change too much. It is not going to change too much.
It's going to change the travel side of it. It's more going to change that I think we can say a little bit of it. We're not going to disclose everything so far, but a little bit of it is like, we realize how many full-time RVers are coming out that, like us when we started, right? That we were clueless of what we needed or what we needed to choose or buy, what was a necessity versus what was a luxury that we could get. So all this stuff is a lot of questions like new RVers have. So we're still gonna do our travel vlogs, but we're also gonna start including more RV vlogs on how to do some of this stuff. Also, what you should get, what you should not get, probably as a starting RVer. I mean, a lot of this stuff that we realize that a lot of people traveling from Europe here in the US that our friends were just telling us that literally yesterday or this morning, they saw a couple from Germany that they literally didn't know how hoses work in their RV that they just rented. So some of these videos so people can have an idea also coming into this country in RV, how to do stuff. So we have neglected that part, I think. But at this point, after 1 year that we have under our belt, we feel confident that we can give good advice out there. Stuff and what you need, what you don't need. We see a lot of people coming.
I'm not that confident we can give good advice.
I am confident because I see people coming like, I'm not going to mention names or anything. I saw somebody from a different YouTube channel that have been literally just doing it for a month and already coming with a 5 best RV gadgets for a RVer.
For a full-time RVer after a month.
How do you know after a month? It's like, you don't know. We have been through many things that we have stopped using because they don't work. Many things that we have picked up along the way and they work great. to share with you in season 3, basically.
Right. Dave and Christy, keep giving reviews of the campgrounds. We really, our reviews are very weak because we don't spend any time there.
It's very essentials. Plus, we like to use our RV, like our amenities in RV, like the bathroom and that. So sometimes we don't even touch the bathrooms to say, oh, you should come here because they're very nice bathrooms.
So we'll give you guys some bits and pieces on campgrounds,
Yes.
but I guess, I mean, maybe we'll do some of that this year when we spend more time in them, but we really set up like we did tonight. We set up, it's dark, we don't see the campground. Tomorrow morning for a little bit, we'll probably work all day tomorrow on the RV, and then the next day we're out. We don't really spend time here, but we will keep doing campground reviews and try to get better than that. Marie says no snow yet. New Brunswick's in the house.
New Brunswick, are you snow over there? It's like,
how do you guys keep finding such cool places to see and things to do?
Oh wow, there's so much to see.
So much to see in North America. Holy smokes.
You stumble upon it. I mean, literally, you're driving by and you're like researching the area. Just as Mr. Google, research the area, and you're like, oh my God, it's like there's so much to do here. And it just happened even yesterday. Yesterday, we were not staying just overnight Amarillo, and we were gonna come here to Albuquerque. And someone told us on Facebook, you should check Palo Duro State Park, and it's like the second largest canyon in the U.S. besides the Grand Canyon.
Right, and probably most people have never heard of Palo Duro. I had never heard
about it until somebody told us on Facebook, and we were like, "Well, we have to check it out." I mean, we're right here, and we did, and it was pretty amazing.
So I'll give you a couple different websites to check out and one app that we've been using. The app has been kind of weak.
Yeah.
The number one for finding crazy stuff, Obscura. So it's Atlas, OBSCURA.com, atlasobscura.com.
I would
crazy
say
stuff.
Atlas Obscura is more of a, if you want to find stuff that is not touristy, more like weird stuff, quirky stuff, odd, or just like random stuff, that's Atlas Obscura. Right. A lot of that kind of stuff. For me, I use a lot Pinterest, and I use a lot just your basic TripAdvisor. I mean, because I know we do a lot of touristy stuff, and some people are like, oh my God, you're so touristy, you should go more hiking. And it's like, but if you're in a place where you have to see some touristy stuff, I want to go and see it. I'm not going to skip it just because it's touristy.
Right.
It's like, I still want to go and see it. And I also want to do the hikes. I want to do everything.
Right. Recommend is thrillist.com. Thrillist is really cool as well. They've got some really neat stuff. The app we've been using is called Field Trip, and it has some of the Atlas Obscura stuff in it. But it's got some other just like really odd, like it's got all the markers, history markers, and all that. It's hit and miss. So Steve, as long as you don't quit, Steve, if you guys keep showing up, we're gonna keep doing this.
I don't know. That last one of the latest. Oh, I'm not gonna even mention.
No. Don't mention any of the other videos that people got all upset. You guys know which one it is.
Just 2 minutes and just created a revolution.
We've done 235, 240 some odd videos, and 2 minutes of one video, and everyone goes nuts and starts unsubscribing. If you guys don't know us by now, don't know me by now, and the fact that we have a sense of humor and that I love everybody and everything, and I can see both sides of arguments, man, you haven't been paying attention.
If you get that pissed about just like 2 minutes or just a thumbnail, you know what? It's like you're one of those people that usually you are so close-minded, you don't want to hear the other side of the conversation. That I'm okay with that. You don't have to watch.
I'm willing to listen to all sides of the conversation. Kevin and I are like brothers from another mother, everything, and that's part of coolness. Lori and I do not agree on everything. We are on opposite sides of the fence on a lot of stuff, including religion, which, as you guys know, is like a huge taboo. We still love each other, and we still have great conversations about it. And sometimes we get pissed off, and then we come back to that later on. So, anyways, that's that. Alaska is where I'd love to visit. Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. John Anderson from London, Ontario. 2 weeks enough for Fort Wilderness and Disney.
Nice.
Yes, 2 weeks is good. That's a good start. I think it's awesome, and I'm jealous. You're going to love that campground and love Disney.
I'm jealous if you can stay that long there.
Do you manage your business from the road, or do you have a partner that leads it? We have an awesome manager named Anna, who Ozzy's trying to find the slide, and the slide's already out, so he can't get on top, so he's freaking out. Anna is our manager. She's worked with us now for going on 5 years. She's backed up by a wonderful crew as well. We have another one of our guys, Cliff. He watches religiously. So, hey, Cliff, if you're watching, I don't know if you're watching tonight, but we have a phenomenal crew there that works with us. And that's one of the reasons why we're going back right now. We go back every year. We do a holiday party. We take everybody out and do a really nice dinner and do some presents and things like that. So that's why we're heading back there now, because we really need to see those guys.
We like seeing those guys.
Yeah.
It's a fun party too. So I like
What editing program do I use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro CC. And that stands, I think, for Creative Cloud. It's $50 a month, and that gives you the Adobe video editing. It gives you Photoshop and a whole bunch of other things like Audacity and other programs that I don't use any of them.
How old was your RV when you bought it? We bought it in 2016, and it is at 2006, so it was 10 years old.
10 years old, 100,000 miles. It just yesterday went over 120,000. We're at 120,250 or something, 350 today, something like that.
Like a rock. I mean, it really has been a great coach.
Mary in Mexico. That is exactly Mary in Mexico. It's going to be a disaster.
It's going to be interesting.
Home is where you hang your hats. Absolutely. Ralph is the guy that all turtles have 4 legs. That's Ralph. Do you plan on traveling the U.S. for a long time? I do. I don't know if she does.
We don't have a limit. We don't know if a short time. We don't know a long time. We just we will stop whenever we get bored or when we're done or tired or I don't know. At that point we stop. But right now we don't have an end date per se. So we don't know if it's a long time. We don't know if it's a short time.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Well, that was about a comment though. Now we don't know what it was.
Language barrier between us.
Oh, a little language barrier. No, your mom, my mom. And your
mom. Yeah. Thank God. Looking at buying a fifth wheel, 32. Any driving apps I need to know about? What do you recommend? Well, fifth wheel, 32 feet. I would say that's awesome. You didn't go to a huge 45-foot fifth wheel. You're always going to find that you can live in a much smaller coach than you think. And again, we've talked about going smaller yet.
Still, that 32-foot fifth wheel
still huge.
Huge, because you have to remember the motorhomes used to have the driving side of it. That doesn't really count as part of the living space. These
plenty of room.
Fifth wheels, the 32-foot. I mean, they're like extremely long and spacious with the whole island. And they're amazing.
Yeah. So, you can actually do what Kevin showed me. Is a website called lowclearances.net. You can actually download a file that will allow Google Maps to show you where low clearances are, but just you can do an RV GPS for that. I don't like the RV GPSs because they tend to give you goofy routes, but we use Google along with Allstays. So we'll Google a route, then Lori checks it on Allstays, and Allstays will give you low clearances and things. So that's what I would use. You're not going to get into that many problems, I don't think, with that fifth wheel with low clearances.
Okay,
I don't know.
George Smiths, you coming through Dallas? No, we're not.
We were
going to.
We were,
because we were gonna go straight from Hot Springs, Arkansas, through Dallas to El Paso, and then fly into Vegas. And then we were like, well, it's gonna cost the same amount of money to fly both of us to Vegas and just drive the coach over there and have our home with us, and also Ozzy with us, because Ozzy was gonna stay with my mom, but my mom has another cat and they always fight. As well, just bring the coach to Vegas, and then we just and at that point it was just easier to come through Oklahoma City and Albuquerque straight to Vegas. And yeah, so we skipped Dallas. I'm so sorry, but I love Dallas. We've been there many times and we love it.
And I'm gonna get my phone out to follow some of these questions, because trying to follow it on the live chat thing sucks.
I have lived in California all my life and still do touristy stuff because I see it all the time through a different lens. It's true. It's like sometimes like we even see it in Vegas. We obviously it's a touristy town. It is what it is. And we love Vegas, but sometimes it's nice to see it through different eyes, like stuff that, like I take that as granted because I live there. And then you see people that get wowed by something, and it's just nice to see that. I love that. We will continue to watch until the day we meet and beyond. Kevin Klein. Oh, thank you. And what else? Scroll. Nothing.
June.
Nothing you can say, Paul,
will deter us from watching. June, don't test me. Nothing I can say deter you. At some point, I'm gonna say something that annoys everybody.
We listened to this comedian, and he said, "It's like you're gonna laugh at all the jokes, but there is gonna be that one joke you're gonna get pissed at." And it's like, you need to let go. It's just one joke. And that's going to be us. You're going to like us until that one episode or that one thing that we say. It's going to piss you off. But it's just like, we're doing, most of the time, we're just saying it jokingly. So just.
No, take everything I see seriously. I am never joking.
Always. Like, you cannot trust like 60% of the stuff he says.
Solex. Question for Paul. Personal question. You don't have to answer. What's your reason for not drinking alcohol? I want to be arrested for being naked in public. I don't know. I've never drank it. I've never tried. The only time I've ever had alcohol is like by mistake. You know, Lori and I were out watching Piano Player one night, and we both had glasses sitting down there, and I look over and pick up the glass and do one of these, and like I couldn't spit it in the glass because it was Lori's drink. I wanted to, so I swallowed that. But that's the only other time I don't see the need for it.
Well,
because for me,
since you were
I don't need to alter my mood.
So your friends and everybody just
my friends and all them getting wasted and acting like goofballs, and I don't mind being around drunk people. I don't mind going to the bars to a point, and then I get to a point where it's like, okay, it's time for me to leave now. Funny. Because she thinks her English is better, which is really kind of cool.
Chatty. I get very
but
chatty.
I've just never seen the need for it, and I'm a control freak. So if I drank, I wouldn't be in control.
That's the thing.
So
he also likes to be in control. So when he feels he will be, out of his control if he drinks. So
would love to hear more DIY. We are going to do more of that, Miller. Missing the Clemson game to watch, y'all. Oh, that's awesome. Texas, hey Brenda. Like watching when you're driving between locations. George, yeah, I like that too, because again, that's my way of bringing you guys into our world. You're looking out the windshield with us, but we have to be careful of that as well. And Lori always has to settle me down because, you know, you get 30, 45 seconds or even a minute of road, slow the pace of the video down. And when our videos are as long as they are, I try to keep the pace pretty quick.
Because my mom tells me, it's like, if you can show less road, will be better.
But
and I hear a lot of people saying we love the roadside of it. So yeah,
because it brings you into the coach with us and lets you look out the front windshield. But yeah, too much of it is too much, and that's why I like the shots where I'm kind of shadowing Lori, because it's a way for me to bring you guys along. Like you're hanging out with Lori and watching things through my eyes because I'm kind of holding the camera up in front of me. So that's why I do that, and that's why I do the road stuff.
Mm-hmm. By the way, today I'm drinking a Guinness Stout Stout. So. And it's not nitrogen infused or something like that. So I'm just trying it.
Do you think a 30-foot Class A is ideal length? I actually do. 28 to 30. If it gives you everything that you need, I think it's perfect, because that would give me. And if you don't have a dolly, it's even better. But that, for me, 30 feet plus my tow dolly, I think that's perfect.
Yeah, so dolly and 4 down. Very controversial.
Alfredo, hola from San Diego. Preach it, Lorena.
Yeah, read them aloud.
Advise them on how to use a sewer hose while draining the tanks. Yes. What do you like most about your RV? G. Miller.
The most about my RV?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen at this point between the shows we have been and going to other friends' RVs and all that, I've seen a lot of RVs by now. And I think the one feature I like about our RVs is the fact that we have 2 full-size closets.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, seriously, most of the RVs, they only have like this big closets. That's about it. But that would be a nightmare because I will have to take over his closet. But this one is like 2 extremely large closets for a 34-foot. Now you compromise somewhere, right? And that's in the kitchen. The kitchen is like, I don't even have space to chop vegetables. So I have to get a chopping board to go on top of the sink. So that's a compromise.
Steve says, tell us about the bad ones. You're going to have to elaborate on that, Steve. Don't know what that means. Joe, do you have solar? No, solar is a project that I'd like to try and do in January. So that part of the DIY for that, we'll see. That'll happen about the time she gets her
I've been hearing that
kitchen,
since a long
her
time.
bathroom done.
I wanted to have solar by now already because we're already in the desert, so there's no trees to cover the solar or anything. So right now it will be perfect for boondocking and a lot of BLM land. So
G Doer, planning on starting RVing and love more advice and your experiences. Over on Facebook, if you ever have a question, just shoot us a message on Facebook or leave it on the page. Stuff like that. It helps other people learn as well.
And that's my point about season 3, that we're going to do a lot of more like pointers for new RVers. So if you're already RV and you need to do how to stuff or how to install something, so you can have that available.
Your campground reviews are good. Keep doing that. Hotel Boz. I feel like we're going, this sucks, that sucks, this sucks.
See, and I have to say, the one thing is that I always have to push him because he just wants to get out of the campground. So I'm the one like, slow down, let's check out the campground and let's show people the campground, because he feels like he's not needed. What else?
This thing even jumped.
Well, of course. Well, it's very hard to go back through all the questions, go back on the feed. So if you have a question we have not answered, if you can post it again, will be great. So we can just go to the bottom of the chat and see the more instant interaction.
We don't have like staff like Kevin does to help out.
Yeah, it would have been nice if you have.
Hey Taylor, can you drive up here and help me out, buddy? Because you did a good job of that, and I suck at it, obviously.
Yeah. Didn't want to say anything, but now that he mentioned it.
Alien hunt at Area 51. I'd like to do that.
We have not done that, but I heard Technomedia saying that it was like a weird place to be, boondocking close to Area 51. So I never would like to do that.
Patty says she loves the channel the way it is now. Hey, from Montana.
We're not gonna change it. We're gonna add more stuff. So that's how I see it. So it's not like it's gonna change that much.
Felicia says one of the last campground reviews was on point with the bathroom situation. Here's what I'll say about one time I say Amish, one time I say Amish, and then it's Amish. I don't know. I think it's Amish. Amishville, USA. Amish. The campground was beautiful. The lady in the office was so super nice. And when I opened up the door to the bathroom, actually I didn't open up the door. It was already open because all the leaves had blown in. I was blown away.
Disaster.
I was blown away. And it was like that for at least 3 of the 4 days we were there. And someone said, did you say anything? And we didn't. And like, I don't know why I didn't go up, but I feel if I go up into the office and go, hey, what the hell's going on with your bathrooms? I don't know. I feel weird about that, but I guess, hey, we're paying money and we should. I don't know. That's weird. We should have said something.
Yeah, I'm to that.
I am.
And it's like if I say something, he gets all embarrassed about it.
I'm very passive. I just put it out on a channel to 13,000 people. That's really passive aggressive.
They will not get the business, and they will never know because nobody says anything. Yeah. See, that's the point. That's the whole thing.
Matthew has to go. My cousin was on here. Matthew, bye. On your bucket list. Oh, come on, man. You need a better bucket list than that. G Doer says, can't wait to meet you two. It's on my bucket list. Where do you live? Where do you live?
It's like,
now you're on my bucket list. If I'm on yours, back at you. Do you put Christmas lights on your rig when parked? Of course. Don't even think about it.
We didn't do anything. We started in December last year, and we didn't. But I mean, we were so overwhelmed because we were just gonna get started and all that. We were so overwhelmed. But this year, a little Christmas tree or some lights, something like that. Not maybe outside, but more like for the windows in the RV or inside the RV. But we don't, or that will fall while we're on the go. It was a frame, like a painting with a Christmas tree, and it lights up. So that was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
So we just didn't find
like. But we might.
But we don't
do something.
Have a wall to
put
stuff too.
See, we don't have a fancy RV like Kevin that has an awning. Christmas lights.
So yeah. So, but we might do something. I'm getting more into the Christmas festivities now.
Ralph, any steep roads that the motorhome has had a hard time with? Not really.
Only one, and that was
What?
2
with Kevin.
Well, no, if you count
but
that
we stopped in the middle of it was a pretty large uphill. They have a construction zone where they stopped us in the middle of the uphill. That was in Cape Breton.
And the
But
other
we still
one,
didn't have any hard time
and
with
the
it, really.
other one that I will say we have a hard time. That was like us being
Big Ben.
nonsense. It was
We
Big
pulled
Ben.
over in the middle of the hill to go to a overlook, not thinking that
And
it was a 15% grade.
extremely steep hill.
But it was just hard starting off. Once we got going, it wasn't that bad.
The nice thing, it was towards the end of the uphill, so it was just a little bit more, and it had a hard time pulling everything. And this is when we got started, so we still have probably a lot of weight in RV. We're still trying to get rid of stuff. So yeah, that was a lot.
Traveling with Bruce, if you're in Albuquerque, do not turn left. I knew I should have made that right turn in Albuquerque. Is that Bugs Bunny? I think it's Bugs Bunny.
I don't know.
Marie's County, 190 people. Kevin Klein, we're still 2.5 years full time. I've never owned an RV. This will be our trial learning time, and I will be able to rent it out. We're still 2.5 hours. Oh, okay. They've bought an RV. Okay. Good and bad stuff about renting your RV. RV Share goes on and talks about all the wonderful revenue you're going to make from your RV. That stuff. I don't know if anybody's doing that right now. Anybody have any experience with, for me, someone else is sleeping in our bed and probably doing who knows what. Number 2, bathroom. Number 3, they're going to break stuff because they don't care.
It's not their
It's not
RV.
theirs. Yes, there's insurance for it, but
like we saw,
and
just
C,
as an example, just quick example, and that was 2 days ago. I can't remember where we were, at rest stop, something like that, and it was an unlevel site or an unlevel area, parking area, where they have no jacks down, so it was not level. The RV wasn't level, but they have the full slide out, and it was a brand new RV.
It was a brand new Tiffin, but it wasn't even a rental. It was somebody's coach. But it could be RV Share,
It's like, if it's not your RV, you don't care about that kind of stuff. If it's your RV, you're going to try to do the right thing.
I never thought about that. It could have been an RV Share. But literally, they were on a 15-degree angle in the slide hanging. And I'm like, that's just a great way to break your slide.
Totally.
So really think about renting your coach out. For me, I don't like the idea, but I'd like to hear other people on RV Share.
But you can make some bank in there because they don't rent for cheap.
Oh, Ozzy. Hey, get down. What the heck? Ozzy's climbing the wall.
He's climbing, like, literally the balances and everything on the wall.
That was weird. I really enjoyed the Ford Museum tour, Joe. So did we. Ford Museum, got to get there. It's awesome.
We love it. It's the second time we've been there. First time we have done it to Greenfield Village, and we love that place.
Yo, Lori, Pittsburgh, PA. Kevin Miller. Where have I heard that name?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He says, Paul, I'd love to meet you alone. I don't know what this means. No, it doesn't say that. With Meta is in the house. Love you with Meta.
Okay, if you read aloud, it will be helpful.
Well, she with Meta. I don't know if that's male. I love you too. So we love you too. Kevin Klein, we'll continue to watch until the day we meet and beyond. Thank you so much. Felicia, lived in California. We already got to that one. Retired and prepping. I think that's a happy face.
You're going to start posting their questions again to the bottom.
Yeah. Love you guys. We totally get you guys. You're awesome. Thank you. We think you're great. Going to Disney in February. I hate you, Ben. Love your sense of humor. Thanks, Kevin. Is that Kevin Klein, like from the somebody's doing something bad?
He gets so ADD, like he's here and now he's in the siren.
When are we meeting back up with Vegan RV?
Might be, I don't know, might be soon.
You never know. It may be very, very soon.
I don't know.
I enjoyed your Canada trip. We did too. Hi, you guys rock. From Dan Dubay. Business do we have? In Vegas, we have a detailing company. We mentioned that earlier on. And we take care of Rolls-Royce and limousine fleet for the Wynn and Encore hotels.
One of the largest Rolls-Royce limousine fleet in the world. So that's kind of cool. That somebody told us it's so cool to work with so expensive cars, and it's like at some point you see them every single day that you get jaded and they become like.
Loved Jungle Gyms. Jungle Gyms was amazing. I would shop there I would go grocery shopping every day.
Like they should have a chain on every single city of Jungle Gyms. Kind of like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. They should have Jungle Gyms.
Now 200 crazy people watching us right now. That's insane. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for
it's
hanging out with us.
Thanksgiving weekend, so that's pretty amazing. You're not with your families. You're with us, hanging out with us. Well, we're like a family.
Kevin says we lost Izzy. Ozzy. No, he's around here, but yeah, that just...
He's laying down now. He's just chilling.
Oh, the back of the sofa just ate the cat. Yeah, he goes down there. Come on over here, Ozzy. Come on over here, buddy. Come on over. He's right here.
Oh, come here. He's right here.
He fell behind the couch. Y'all rock and be watching until you stop doing videos. Leanne, thank you. Don Klein, Kevin lost Ozzy. Love the Henry Ford from Don. Don Klein and Don Boehner. Kevin lost Ozzy. Okay. Do you two dance? Donna B. I suck.
What?
Do you two dance? I'm a horrible dancer. You look up undancing white boy in the dictionary. That's me. I can't dance.
I used to dance, but since I married him, I stopped dancing. So
the love has gone out of her heart.
I think I stopped dancing, so I forgot how to dance. I think.
Oh my God!
I don't know when is the last time I did it.
So bad. What's your favorite place so far from Zephyr Travels? That's a tough one because every place has different stuff in every place. Like there's for hiking, I would have to go with Acadia. Hiking or maybe even Cape Breton.
We have not.
No, so far. So far. Not what's your favorite place what kind of question would that? What is the favorite place you've been that you haven't seen?
Did we hike a lot in Cape Breton? Like to know that was the coolest place.
Well, no, but
exactly that's my point. See?
What is your favorite place so far?
We've been in Cape Breton, but we cannot judge it that way.
But for hiking, I would say Acadia.
Beach area, probably Siesta Key was cool. Destin was cool. The Keys were cool.
For seeing giant mice.
I don't know. It's like mountainy and all that. I would say Cape Breton was amazing. Supernatural, kind of like crazy nature stuff. The tide change.
Oh, Cape Breton at Hopewell Rocks was amazing.
That was amazing. So yeah, there's so much stuff to see. I love the islands of Outer Banks in North Carolina. I love that area too.
That was fun.
So yeah, there's a lot to see in this country. A lot to see.
Zin Lee here. We're going to talk about that in the first video going into season 3. You're probably going to see some weird ads coming out from us on Facebook. Or on YouTube. We got some cool ads that we got planned. That'll be cool. But we are going to keep traveling, but we are going to start doing some more DIY stuff and some more teaching type stuff now that we've been on the road a year. I've RV'd since I was a little kid. But I wanted to have a year under our belt of traveling online so that people would go, oh, okay, this guy might know what he's talking about. I still don't. That delusion that I do.
Because you can see he takes things slow.
Yeah. Yeah. But Zin Lee, and I don't know if that's how I say that. It's Xin, Zin Lee. They're going to be doing a campground in Dallas. So hopefully once that campground's up and running in Dallas, we'll get notice about that.
Yeah. When you open it, let us know. And we come and check it out.
Kaylee, I don't know that. Are you two going to have kids? Do you really think that I should have kids? Are you crazy? We are. We are probably going to wind up adopting. Because Lori does not want to have my offspring. That's not true.
Wow. I can't believe you said that. But anyway, yeah, we have thought about kids. I know we're going to lose some friends like Laura, but it's okay. I mean, it's a compromise we have to do. We are, and we're looking into adopting too. And because there's so many children out there that they need a home, that they really need a home. And the only bad thing, about trying to adopt having this lifestyle is that I don't think it's possible. I think they will look at our status and they will see that we're not stable.
We're homeless.
We're not stable enough for a kid. So I don't think if that happens, I don't think it will do. Now, if I happen to get pregnant somehow, that will be just the superpowers trying to make that happen.
If that happens, I'm going to have to have a talk with Lori. I've been snipped. Just a little too much information.
TMI, but it's like still a possibility there.
Still a possibility.
I heard a lot of stories about it.
But you have to tell Callie, and Callie, I don't know why you watch. You hate us. I mean, some of your comments, seriously.
It's a young girl that makes
that was the one last. Yeah, she asked why she should go somewhere for 3 or 4 days if we only go for a few hours. You don't have to. or you can go for 30 minutes to see
I guess
the
a lot of
Air
this
Force
stuff,
Museum, but that wouldn't do you any good. We go to destroy our day or just to check something out to give you guys the information so that when you go on vacation, you get to enjoy it the way you should instead of our weird way.
Here's the thing. It's like we are fast-paced people. Like we like to tackle stuff in one day, like one full day. And so we will do a lot of stuff in
And
hours.
that's never good.
And a lot of people tell us, oh, you do in one day, well, we will do in a week. And it's true. Some people are more slower paced. So we give you a timeline to say, give it a minute this time and you will do it at a slow pace or a good pace. You can do this. Not that the fast pace, just in everything extremely fast like we do. But that's the way we like it. Even my mom complains when she happens to travel with us. She complains of how fast we travel.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
So that's the way we are.
We still love you though, Kelly. Thank you for watching. We still love you. I love, again, that's the stuff I love. I don't mind a little bit of conflict. I like it. Your mom's cook riding a scooter. Ralph, I think something got spelled wrong there. Your mom's cool riding a scooter.
I know.
Probably. See, I have a problem using cool and my mom in the same sentence. P-Stubb's in the house. Ozzy swinging from the slide outs. Yeah, but no, he can't swing from the slide outs because then I reupholstered all this stuff. I don't know if you can see that on video.
You can see it a little bit on his side.
I reupholstered it. See, like right here. See, back here. When Ozzy likes using them as a scratching post. That's not a good thing.
They were a horrible pattern, so we just want to blend in with the wall, so we will not even see the balances. But yeah, Ozzy loves to go and do this.
From Northern Illinois, not too cold yet. You guys are great. I won't unsubscribe. Thank you so much. We know some people get us. Some people don't. That's okay. It's all right.
We're not for everybody.
Yeah, we're not for everybody.
So it's okay.
I'm good with that.
There's more channels.
The new 26-foot Winnebago is awesome. Which model is that, Joe? Because I'd like to look at it one of these places.
Which one?
The 26-foot Winnebago. The problem with Winnebagos, they're so pricey.
Not 26-footers. I think at that point we are compromising a lot of space. It has a couch, it has a dinette, bedroom, and closet area, and still kitchen. It's just like too much.
We've noticed that anything under that 28-foot mark tends to get really tight. At least for us, coming from us, and we've got people that travel in.
I think the only 20-foot that I saw doable was that full timers. It was a Newmar. I think that was the only one that I saw doable.
Dan Dubay, I have a 38-foot fifth wheel, 2 years old, and already looking to go smaller. Thank you for admitting that, Dan, because most people won't. They've bought something and they go, "Oh no, it's perfect." It's a lot to tow around, and even this, we were looking at it the other day as we were walking out of Sam's Club in Amarillo, going, big.
It is big.
And just that extra little bit would open up so many more travel options for us, and I wish it was just a wee bit smaller.
Now more going to West Coast where they have more limitations. California, a lot of them are going into it.
Yeah, you're not even going to be able to park there.
Yeah, 25, 27 foot park. So that's going to be a little bit, probably not too much safe parking in California.
Ben says he needs to borrow Ozzy to clear the mice. Ozzy's a wuss. The mice will clear Ozzy. Lori Buchanan, when are we getting shirts? Oh my God, I still need to get that done. I do. I love, somebody mentioned, and Lori, I don't know. Yeah, here we go. But somebody mentioned we want proud member of Adventure Nation shirts and bumper stickers. I think it's an amazing idea. So I need to get a design up. Are any of you guys designers, like graphic arts designers? That'd be awesome. Touch base with me on Facebook and let me know. Because if not, I'm going to go to 99 Designs or something like that and get that done. Because I can't design it because it'll look like a little kid scribbled something on your shirt. Amber Cat, can you say hello to my cat, Amber? I don't speak cat, but hello, Amber.
Oh, hi, Amber. I love cats. I'm a cat person. Like I said, I love dogs too.
With Meta, did I miss your family, Lorena? No.
What?
Did she miss your family? No. Did not miss her family. We haven't gone down there yet. We were coming across the bottom. We were going to come Hot Springs down through Dallas or across to El Paso. And when we were going to call today, we were going to fly into Las Vegas. We're like, you know what? Let's just cut up into Las Vegas, stay there for a week, a little bit longer, maybe a week and a half with our staff, and visit some of our friends there as well before heading down for the holidays. So no, you have not missed her family. In the vlog soon.
But I have to say right now, just out of the bat, during the holidays, we're gonna take a little bit of break of filming. Kind of when we did in London. That Paul, we stayed there for 2 weeks or something like that, and he filmed like this tiny. The same thing throughout the holidays because it's family time, and we just want to spend time with them and not be filming everything.
Retire my Lucky T. What? Come on, man.
It's funny because it's like he has like only like 10 t-shirts and he rotates them, but everybody complains about them.
Kelly, you want me to repeat this and get everybody fired up again? Going to explore Indy tomorrow. Skipping the Colts game though. I love it. That's awesome.
Okay.
Just dude on the move. Caravan, Baja, or Alaska. Both. We're gonna form our own caravan. Hopefully Kevin and Laura are going to join us. Hopefully Taylor and Beth will join us. There may be some other folks join us going down into Baja, and then from there straight up into Alaska. So yeah.
Yeah, we still on research mode of where to go there. So if you know about anything, let us know.
Jimmy Page, dude, you're an awesome guitarist. How would a B+ unit work for you guys? Again, Jimmy, I see people doing it, and I think it's awesome. If you can do it, I think it's amazing because so many travel options. But a B+ for us, it is too small for us, and that's just our opinion.
Our liking for
our liking
specifically.
I will say,
not because it's not doable. It's just because for our liking.
If we do Europe in a couple of years, which is an idea we're tossing around, a B+ will absolutely be in the
B, not the plus, just a B.
Mm-hmm. Richard Norval, Paul and Lorena, you guys need to come out some stickers or shirts, both. Yes, we do. I agree. You guys, please keep bothering me about that. Send me messages on Facebook. Just harass the stuff out of me. Zinli, we're building an RV park. What are the most essential amenities do you think to have? We'll tell you to make sure that you rake all the spots.
That's
not it.
That's him. I mean, you don't have to have like paved spots, but as long as they're like gravel spots and it's like neat, I mean, that's
well-defined spots. I think the spots need to be well-defined.
Yeah, because there's always a lot of people that cross that line with their tents or with chairs and everything, and that's a little bit iffy. Obviously the basics.
Clean restrooms. Yes. Clean restrooms. Now, a lot of people are going to just use their RV. But like for us, if you're going to have both full hookups and then water electric only, the people that are in water electric only are going to use your showers and things like that in your restrooms.
Be able to stay longer
without having to hit the dump station. So clean restrooms, and it's so simple. Just have someone drive around and just check on them once or twice a day. Do the little chart where they check it off so you can see that they're doing that. I would say laundry facility, and it doesn't have to be a ton. Just simple, clean laundry facility somewhere that's got some nice folding tables. A lot of things have washer, dryer, no folding tables. So it's impossible.
I mean, we're talking about that full-timers perspective. So that's what it is. Like, obviously, your weekenders, they don't care about laundry. They don't care probably about facilities. They use their own RV. We're talking more about the full-time travelers.
Yeah. So, Zinli, shoot me a message over on Facebook. Look up the Motorhome Experiment on Facebook. Shoot me a message over there. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll do like a poll and ask people what their most important amenities are, and get people to do a poll, and that'll tell you.
I would be interested in that. To know.
Traveling with Bruce. Okay. 3 guys walk into a bar and.
Okay, you don't have to lie. You have to.
That's it. Oh, and then we're supposed to finish that. So 3 guys walk into the bar. How about 2 blondes walk into a bar? You think one of them would have seen it? Steve blank. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness.
Don Klein. Nah, nothing you could say would stop us from watching. You guys are great.
Oh, thank you. See, that's the kind of stuff like that's so small and so it's so important to us because this is why we do it. It's like he got so discouraged when he got so much hate about that video.
Oh my god!
And it's like
people don't know me.
Just one comment like that, it's just like okay, so it's not everybody. So
no, it's not. It was a few. It was only a few people, and it's like I can never explain people. Like some of the people that think that I'm prejudiced. I'm married to a Mexican girl.
I still think you are though.
I'm prejudiced. I am. Hey, can you?
And he loves my family too, and he loves all my friends.
Are you making me dinner after this?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. What else?
So you're gonna love this one.
Oh, great.
Callie says, start drinking. I want to see you naked. You do not. As a matter of fact, yesterday we went into the Sam's Club in Amarillo, and this is awesome. This is hilarious. You know, they have the machine where you sit down, you put your arm in, and you do your blood pressure and that. You put your feet up on some of them, and it gives you your weight and all that. Did you guys know that my body mass index, I'm overweight? Lori's putting me on a diet.
I have to lettuce and broccoli.
So yeah, you don't want to see me naked. Do you have advice about traveling with pets? How do you monitor Ozzy and make sure it's not too hot for him?
Well, so far we have not seen very hot weather. As you can see, everywhere we go has been raining and cold and everything. But
we did in Florida.
But a few places we've been hot, Florida, in the Outer Banks, and some of that stuff. I make sure that the RVs were very well ventilated. And we have the max fans, the automatic ones, where you set the temperature, I think 75 degrees, and it will open automatically after that. I usually, if it's hot, if I know it's going to be hot, I don't care about the price. We will plug into a campground. We will have the AC on, so temperature on, so he will be always fresh. Now we will not put it to, if it's hot at 90 degrees, I will not put it at 69 degrees. I mean, we'll put it like at 78 degrees, 80 degrees. I mean, it's just for him to be just good.
Right. And I would like to have the gen start, the auto gen start, so that if we were boondocking, the generator would come on and kick on the fans. Mm-hmm. That's something that we probably would do, but we really are careful about, okay, we're going to be in this area. It's going to be hot. Mm-hmm. Let's plug in.
Probably that would be a good idea right now going into Baja. That is going to be more limited campgrounds. It's going to be more boondocking. But so far, like up here, we need to go to a campground. You can just go into one.
Don Boehner says, designated driver Paul. My entire life, dude. Yeah. We're both DDs. I'm the designated driver. She's a designated drinker.
Perfect couple right here.
Yeah. And all of my friends know that if I'm in town, I don't care what time of day or night, they can call me and I'm going to come drive them home safely. That's just the deal I have with all my friends. So please don't all 13,000 of you call me at once, because I can't make that many. Okay. June, next time we meet Lorena, we be drunk.
Wow.
Felicia Thomas, I'm with you, Paul, with the control issue. See? Ben Waters, love to watch you drive. Makes me wish I was in mine. Cool. Kevin Klein, what kind of hair gel do you use in your hair to keep the spiked look? I have no idea. I buy a different one every single freaking time.
He never gets a simple.
But I use a it's called a, I don't know, spider web stuff. Dude, I'm so bad with hair products. I just grab a gel of some sort and then I use that. But I've been trying to tame it down a little bit because I was at first always got so many comments about my hair being too crazy. But I should just go screw it.
He has one of these too. He has the
This is weird.
Axe spiked up look. It's the Sebastian microwave fiber. Look at this. Oh, no.
The motorhome experiment is not receiving any promotional.
Yeah, we're not endorsing anything. You just ask, we show.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is ridiculous. I love the driving video. Kelly, thank you. Joe, you do awesome. You both do awesome jobs in your videos. Thank you. Happy vibes. Love the drive video. Miller Canyon, love the road shots because we feel like we're traveling with you too.
Yes. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying like my mom said.
Every single time I edit, you should maybe take out some of that road video.
The other day he had like 2 minutes of road video. So.
I did not have 2 minutes of road video. Can you clean the bugs more often? I'm anal.
He really cleans them all the time.
I clean it all the time. Do any of you guys drive a vehicle? Do you know how the windshield works? The windshield is this big flat piece in the front and bugs hit it. On a car, it doesn't happen that much, but literally daily I clean it. I'm not going to clean it 4 or 5 times a day. Oh, you guys kill me.
Happen. Sorry.
But that's awesome. But no, I will try. When Kevin's with me, I do it more because I feel bad because he does his and then I have to do mine. George Smith, that's exactly what I like about it. Anyone can walk around with a camera. Thank you. Solax, did you ever come to the determination of having longer shows? If I get to vote, I would vote. Go for it. Longer?
No longer shows for sure. I think the 20 minutes. And also there's some people that cannot hear very well, or they're deaf people that they have brought us telling us that they're deaf, and that a minute videos under 20 minutes, they can put the subtitles. Otherwise, they cannot do it.
Yeah, YouTube will automatically create subtitles for any video under 20 minutes. So my goal is to keep them under 20 for hearing impaired and people that are deaf. Personally, I think if I couldn't hear me talking in the videos, it'd be much better videos.
Yeah, but definitely we try to do them 20 or under.
Z Maria, I agree with all the positive comments about your videos. Don't change a thing. Love them all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's fairly fast-paced and working. Do you feel like you don't get enough time to relax from time to time?
I do. He doesn't. Like, we, in that respect, we're different.
Go, baby. I like to go, go,
He's
go.
a go-go guy, like 24/7 every day. If he could travel every day, he will do it. I'm not.
But I couldn't get any work done in videos out.
I'm not. So I'm the one that is like slowing his pace. I'm the one that, like, right now we're staying here in Albuquerque for a few days because otherwise he will be just moving tomorrow.
Richard Norval, where is the backing tow dolly video? It's right there with Lori's bathroom video and the RV tour video. And that's why I want to slow down next year, do a little bit of the travel stuff, but a lot more of that kind of stuff. And I know some people don't care about that stuff, the DIY and things. But if you see a DIY labeled video or something about backing up, you can just not watch it. It's me doing it. It's probably going to have something really stupid and funny in it, so you might want to watch it anyways. But
see, he says he's gonna slow down next year, but we're going from Baja to Alaska. So you told me we're gonna slow down.
Carmen Bezard. We have 5 cats. My advice for RVing with multiple cats: Ozzy seems to like it well enough.
Well, that's a little bit too many cats for an RV because they're all like their space and they're gonna be fighting each other. So you need to start training them to be outdoors a little bit, even if it's in your backyard right now. Just get them to get used to a leash and the harness and to get out in the backyard.
Do they share the same
most likely they're not going to share the same litter box. They're going to have multiple litter boxes around the RV. Ozzy's only one,
going to be tough.
Only has one.
Behind Lori's
the passenger chair. So yeah, that's going to be tough.
So that might be tough just for the number of, well, I'm sure you're not going to have 5 litter boxes. They have multi-cat stuff,
but
right?
Probably 2-3 of them around the RV. And
so that would be the hardest part, is where are you going to put all the litter boxes? And we literally don't have a smell in here, which is really nice.
The hardest part is going to be they get cooped up. They need sometimes to go out. It's going to be that challenge of managing 5 cats trying to do that.
Yep. We're at 1 hour, gang. That's craziness. Ed McDonald, love the videos. Thanks for sharing from Fort Myers. Kevin Miller, TPMS. Are you saying that I have PMS? Yes. Yes, Kevin. Funny you should mention that.
Yeah.
I actually opened the box the other day, charged the thing, and I was installing on the inner part of the inner dually, and I bought the airless ones, and they suck. Adjust them to get them to be right. You screw them down until they hiss, and then screw them back 3/4 of disaster. Could not get them to hold air. Once I got them to hold air, then I couldn't get a reading. Nightmare. So I went back, returned those, bought new extensions. That was 2 weeks ago and haven't done anything since. So TMS will be coming soon. The front extensions are on. The rear outer extensions are on. The inner extensions are not on. Hopefully within the next 4 days to 4 months.
But it's funny because he got so annoyed by that because he was already filming the video and all that. And then, yeah, he got all annoyed. Tell
us about the campgrounds that were not so good. Here's the deal about campgrounds, Steve Blank, is that it's all different reasons why they're not good. The North Louisville campground we just stayed at, we saw the reviews on it were horrible. And if you break it down into, this and that and this and that, overall the review might say it's a 3, right? Out of 5. It was super tight. It was right beside a railroad track. It wasn't a beautiful campground by any means. Super handy to Louisville. The people that worked there were super nice to us anyways. I can't speak for anybody else, but again, when we go into a campground, we try to exude what we want them to exude back to us. So we try to be super nice no matter how ugly they're being to us. They weren't. They were super nice. And the bathrooms and things like that, we didn't see them, but
But
everything was locked and looked really
I was gonna
good.
say everything was locked because they also have a gas station next to them. So I'm assuming they're trying to
Right.
prevent people from the gas station to come in. So everything is locked. They give you a key if you request
So,
it. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was a means to an end, and I didn't see the bad reviews to be that bad. I mean, I don't
so
think it was
if
that
you were to
bad.
say, oh, that campground, should I go there for a week's vacation? Hell no, that's not the place to go for a
No.
vacation. But for a nice overnight, or not for a nice overnight, for a quick overnight that's handy to attractions in Louisville, per se the one campground that I thought was not so good would be, and again, I hate to pick on seasonals, but some of the seasonals that we've been to, the campgrounds where there's a bunch of seasonals, they have so much stuff around that I don't want to see
I would say
while I'm on vacation.
one of the ones I didn't like personally was Wynns Scenic Park. It's a city park
Cape Cod.
At Cape Cod, the entrance of Cape Cod. Very handy to go to Martha's Vineyard at the entrance of Cape Cod. Didn't like the campground at all.
That was under the bridge, by the way.
But we were at the very peak season where there was no availability anywhere. And over there, there's a lot of seasonals, like unlike probably here in this area of the country. You can buy that.
And there was areas
So
where they
it's
were
very
parked
hard.
this way and that way and this way, and they were everywhere.
Yeah. So that's one I personally didn't like. There's other ones we don't like based on experience, not necessarily the campground. One of them was the RV resort close to Loveland, Nevada.
Oh my God, the people in there
I
were
will never
just
go there again.
so ugly.
They were so, I mean, just rude. And there's I think besides that,
We haven't stayed in one that was just like parked and went, we need to leave. We need to get out of here. I don't think we've had one of those, to be honest.
No,
We've
not
had
necessarily something that they like this or they like that or that this wasn't great, but not like so bad that we gotta go. Like this is awful.
Yeah, so we'll think about that and maybe talk about it later, but we really haven't had one that was just an absolute horrible experience.
We usually also take experiences as part of the experience, but so things, some of them just are a piece of like dirt where you park, the other ones are like beautiful.
I know it doesn't sound like it. We try to stay as positive as we can. I know sometimes we sound like we're
people saying that they want more drama and that we're too positive. Like, we try to be, because you have to be easy in this lifestyle. If you're taking everything so harsh just for a campground, it's going to be a tough life here on the road.
Trish Cotton. Hi, Paul and Lorena. Welcome to Albuquerque. I'm assuming that means you live here, Trish. When are we doing coffee? Hit us up on Facebook. Cynthia Caton. Hello, Paul and Lorena. I just got home watching the Parade of Lights. Oh, cool.
You're way up there.
Christina, Colorado. What's up? Joe Burton. Hey, Joe from Louisville, Kentucky. How was your experience in Louisville? Joe, we loved it. And I'll tell you what, I fell in love with the Louisville Mega Caverns. That place was awesome. We zip-lined underground. Tonight, the one we released tonight will be about Louisville getting there. Tomorrow will be... No, I'm going to release one tonight as soon as we're done.
Oh.
And then within the next couple of days, Monday, I'll have the second part of Louisville, which will be zip-lining underground, which you're not going to be able to see anything because it's dark under there. But I loved Louisville, and I wish I would have spent some more time there. The Derby Park RV campground in there, that would have been the worst experience we had ever had in a campground if we had stayed. We drove in market. It's not a campground. It's a flea market that happens to have some RV spaces.
Very scary area of town too.
Not great, and you would probably back us up on that one, Joe, if you've ever been out there.
But we like the Louisville area. I mean, I would say you only there for 4 or 5 days.
What was the jack-o'-lantern thing in Louisville? Amazing. One of the coolest things I've ever seen.
That's seasonal, though. But it was amazing.
But it was amazing. I thought you were going to get whiplash when Lorena said she would have to take over your closet. I know. She always wants to take over my closet. Where am I supposed to keep my...
I think he's a lucky man because he has his own closet. Because if we were any other couple, I would have already taken over his closet, period.
We got some funny bastards on our channel. Traveling with Bruce. Welcome, Adventure Nation, to show number 444, the solar installation. See, I love it, you guys. I love that stuff. That's awesome. True. Flashback David. Sorry we missed you in Hot Springs. My wife and I are addicted to you guys. Safe travels. Oh, we're sorry we missed you too. Boy, we've got some funny hot spring stuff coming up.
Love Hot Springs.
We did the traditional bath and the group bath area. We won't get into that because the videos are freaking hilarious. They wouldn't let me bring a camera in while I was naked, by the way.
For sure, we did the traditional experience there.
Joe, Lorena, do you ever drive? let's not even get into that.
The
Because then
coach?
if Lori drives, she made a comment the other day that I'm going to have to cook. That ain't happening. Steve, who makes the best car dolly with surge brakes? Steve, I'm not an expert by any means. Our tow dolly has surge brakes. It is a master tow dolly. It has been flawless. A friend of mine that we had lunch with today asked me about the tow dolly tires and all that. The tires have been fantastic. I don't even know what tires are on it, to be honest with you. I haven't had to put air in them. I've checked them, but I've never had to put air in them. The tow dolly has been flawless. Brakes have worked great. I've never been in a situation where I've hammered the brakes in the coach and felt like I wasn't going to get stopped. So every time I've hammered on the brakes in the coach.
Okay. Just FYI, we're going to go 20 minutes more, and then that's it.
No, we're not. We're going to go. We might go to midnight.
That's it. Nope.
So I really like ours. It's worked great. Ralph can't read that fast. No, I can't. Kevin, we're ballers. Get with the game. From Kevin. Ralph says he'll do it. He's going to show up and moderate for us. Jonathan, we've got to be so far behind in these messages. So
I told you you're on the top. You should go on the bottom.
Well, we're going to try. Jonathan, Paul Lorena just jumped in after my first Santa event of the year. Jonathan, you do look like Santa. Thanks for the Memphis videos. Did we do the Memphis videos?
Not yet.
Not yet. They're coming up. They are coming up.
What Memphis videos?
Because he's in Memphis. Happy buys. Surge brakes or without? Oh, definitely with surge brakes, Tammy. You can do electric, but then you have to wire the electrics and you have to get electric brake controller. Surge brakes just allows you to do it without having to worry about any of that stuff. Electric brakes are probably better. Surge brakes just are easier. Easy isn't always best, of course. See, Paul and Lorena, when I retire the shirt, I'm interested. Oh, I'm going to put that on eBay, John, and make you compete for it. Did Kevin ever do his live chat? He did. It was fun. We had a blast. They did it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and they just turned 1 year full timing, so that's awesome. Congrats.
Joni Jurgens, love you guys. Crack me up. Good. See, I'm way behind, Kevin, so just chill a little bit, dude.
Kevin, we need you for the next live because this is
the best way to end this video. Open the shade slowly and see Kevin staring in. If that happened, I would just be really, really creeped out.
That would be creepy.
That would be creepy. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. A lot of people judging campgrounds by bathrooms. Absolutely. I mean, that's how you think about a restaurant, Ralph. You go into a restaurant and you see the bathrooms in the restaurant are disgusting. How do they run their kitchen? Right? Like if they don't care about that, what else don't they care about? And so
for me, it's just like you want to use the facilities restaurant and you're paying for people to clean them and have them usable for you, and they're not. For me, it's just like a big deal. So maybe not for you. For me, it's a big deal.
Don Boehner, Area 51 on Thursdays when the action happens. Test flights happen then. Gonna have to check that out. Okay. Don, oh my God, I missed the live chat. No, you didn't. You're here. Oh, you missed Kevin's live chat. I can't do anything about that, Don. You guys rock. Thanks, Don. You need to toughen up and be brave. Toughen up, Paul. Be brave.
Okay, continue.
What do I toughen up on?
I don't know. You're way behind.
James Odell. Hi from Jim and Sandy in Louisville. We're temporary camped for 51 years. Oh, that's awesome. So you went in just to camp for a couple of weeks and 51 years later, you're still there? That's awesome. We were in Louisville, Jim. And if you did, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm just a knucklehead. Felicia, you don't like to complain. I get that. My husband is the same way. Ralph, Jose. Hey, Jose, what's happening, dude? How you doing? Live in Burlington, but I grew up right near the RV park you stayed in Ottawa. Oh, a fellow Canadian, G. Dewar. Kevin. GTFO. Now I'm going to have to Google that and find out what that means. Area 51, because they closed the highway. In case you missed it, you have a fan club. What do you mean? We don't have a fan club. You need a little tree at least.
I'm gonna do something. It's not up to him, it's up to me. The decoration of the RV, if it sucks or is great, it's all on me.
How can we send you a holiday card? That would be
through
awesome,
email?
Joe. Well, email, but I mean, we can give the PO box. I'll put the PO box up in one of the next videos, or actually if you go to the motorhomeexperiment.com, I think there's a contact us. should have our mailing address. I don't know. And maybe on the About page of the YouTube channel. If not, then I'll get that up. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that, but we appreciate that. Favorite area in the U.S. to travel to so far?
Area. It's so hard because again they're all so different. It's just so hard.
Yeah, the Southwest. We come back to the Southwest here, and there's no bugs, and it's open, and you can see for miles.
Free camping.
There's a lot of free camping, but in the Northeast was amazing hiking and trees and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that's so tough. Florida, because they have Disney World,
the ocean,
and the ocean. Oh yeah, they have that too.
The New England area, the history around there, and just to see all the old buildings, it's pretty amazing too. It's just tough.
Peace Dove, are you two going to the RTR? That's Road Tramp Rubber.
It's the one in Quartzsite.
It's in Quartzsite. We're going to Quartzsite. I don't know if we're going to RTR, but we are going to Quartzsite.
It's something rendezvous. I know it's something rendezvous.
Road Tramp Rendezvous. Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. I don't know, but we are going there, and we're probably going to be with Kevin and Laura and Taylor and Beth.
We are not going as part of any group or anything like that, so we don't know of anything that's happening there yet. So we're going on our own just to chill and just to meet people. So hopefully, if you're going to be in Quartzsite, we will meet you there.
Cliff Stone, what state has the best roads? That's a great question.
Oh my God, there's some that have very bad roads. Remember, sometimes the worst, not the best. I would say the worst.
Yeah, the worst. Maine, US 1. Holy smokes, it was horrible.
New Jersey was pretty bad, but I think that's because also there's so many cars that it's hard just to work on roads when you have heavy traffic. The closures.
And we just were on parts of Route 66 the other day that emptied Lori's closet all over the bed.
Down.
My drone and 9bot came out of the closet. It was ridiculous.
Talking about that, it's like everything went down, including my jewelry, and I have lost so far my engagement ring, so I need to go and just dip look into the closet to see if I find it.
Scott Meister, Paul, you need a whistle. I cannot replace Kevin's whistle.
Oh my God.
Don Klein, it's a starter RV. Ours is a starter RV, Don?
You're behind, so we don't know.
I don't know.
What's up, buddy?
Joe Daniels, isn't it a requirement as a cat owner to have a Christmas tree so Ozzy has some ornaments to bat around? You're probably right.
Yes, he needs some playtime. He needs some playtime. There he comes. He's trying to come. Yeah.
June, we have friends who rent beach houses in Myrtle Beach and they get trash. Would never share our unit. I kind of agree with that. I would never rent my RV if I had one. Okay, so I see what they're saying. No way on renting ours out. The RV dealer where we bought our motorhome would rent out the RVs that were for sale on their lot. New ones? Or that's craziness. Now, I will say, gang, this unit that we bought here was a rental. And I said I would never buy a rental. But what happened is El Monte RV, when we walked into this thing, carpet, all the cabinets had been fixed, the captain's chairs up front, all of the things that needed to be repaired were repaired. And you could see the records of service and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, they've got to keep it up because they've got families in here and they're responsible for that.
Great warranties too.
The warranty, we had a 30-day like bumper to bumper, everything. So we went out and beat the heck out of this thing for 30 days to try and break it. And we did. We broke a rear slide, and we obviously didn't break that. It just broke, but that stuff.
Windshield that replaced it. They had 2 stone chips that replaced it. Yeah. Windshields. So they did a lot of great stuff. So, and because when we started, we were not going to go full time. This was just for weekends, just to see if I like it, because I never been on an RV before. So it was just to see if I like it. So that's why we went to a less expensive coach just to try it out. And if I didn't like it, to get rid of it without the loss. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes I see happening nowadays. People that have never had a coach before, they don't know how to travel or their style of traveling, and they go with a 45-foot motorhomes or fifth wheels or whatever it is. It's just too much sometimes to travel with.
Yep. But did you do Bourbon Street? Yes, there are lots of videos on New Orleans and stuff. It was amazing.
They have about all the main streets in certain places, the party streets, Bourbon Street, and then in Key West is Duval Street, and
Nashville,
Beale Street in Memphis,
Broadway in
Nashville. So yeah, a lot of times have their
own
fun strip of fun stuff happening.
Steve Blank, I had a problem with my new rig. The auto level didn't work. Yeah, that can happen, even on brand new stuff. RV Serious wins the RV tour. Jungle Gyms was cool from Michelle Ferguson or Michael Ferguson. Sorry, Jungle Gyms was cool. Wish Jungle Gyms was. I'm telling you, a crazy experience for a grocery store. It made shopping fun.
And
Everything
and anything you need there. Everything.
Whether you were a vegan, vegetarian, a carnivore, whatever, candy
just
whore.
Worldwide foods. I mean, I found stuff that I have not seen in a long time from Mexico, so that was awesome.
Guys, now, oh yeah, we are actually in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we arrived here 5 minutes before this started. It was crazy. Actually, I was setting up while Lori was going in to register, and then as the guy drove us around here, that we were afraid cameras and everything were going to follow. It was crazy. Awesome. I don't like wearing these glasses on camera, but if I don't, I can't see the. I'm self-conscious about that.
If he wears them,
I don't feel quite as sexy when I'm wearing the glasses. But her, I love that librarian look. Have you guys ever been to Illinois? Illinois? I have been, but it's been a while. We haven't been there in the coach together. Ozzy, really?
Chicago.
Yep. Hello from Lexington. Hello. Kevin Klein is an old-time comedian. Yes, he is. Do you have a lot of storage underneath? We do have quite a bit, Debbie, but we don't have it all full. We actually did a little purge when we were
it was
somewhere.
A Natchez Trace. We probably 3 weeks ago, we took everything out of the basement. We call it the basement, under the coach. We took everything out because we want to make space for the batteries for the solar. What we needed, what didn't need it, what was the keeper, what had to be donated or just like tossed. And we accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
We really got rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and we don't have a lot of stuff underneath. So one of these days I need to show that as well. But that's the other thing about we've talked about the diesel, and we were like, oh well, the diesel, because there's no drive shaft down the center, so it has more storage, pass-throughs and all that. I mean, now, so what? So we can bring more junk with us? I don't know.
We don't need to carry. We carry the essentials, what we think we need for us.
Right. Of course, does allow us to hide the bodies.
Don't listen to that.
George Smith rented twice this year. One good experience, one bad. The bad was blown engine on a brand new Murata, 700 miles from home. Holy smokes!
I think that's another mistake people think, because your RV is newer, it's not gonna break down.
Yeah.
Even new RVs, they break down, and after you have done, you can see how they're put together. You realize that why a lot of stuff breaks down and falls down and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's gonna happen.
Dan Hestand, how did you meet Kevin and Laura? We always get that question asked. Kevin and I met on Grindr. I swiped right, he swiped left, and then
he doesn't even know what that means. But
no, I don't. I don't know what that means. I just know there's some website that you do that. That's how you pick your mate. But anyways. We met them through the channel. When we first started traveling, Kevin saw our channel somehow. He was in Vegas and reached out to us and said, hey, can we meet? And I said, sure. And
I think the first bonding thing was that we were getting rid of everything about the same time. So we were going through the same phases around the same time.
Yeah.
So I think that was the first thing.
So we met him, and it was awesome. And since then, we've been afraid to meet new people in public. Because of Kevin. No, it's not true. Kevin's awesome. I love that guy. Kevin Klein, and he spells his name wrong. Ben, Jungle Gym's awesome. Yes, awesome Jungle Gyms. Fellas, let me see. I'm going to go through some of them. Ozzy, go dude. You guys are family. Lorena makes the channel worth watching.
Aww,
Night Sun.
Thank you.
What the hell? I know that's why you guys watch. I'm okay with that.
Once in a while, I need an ego booster. So that was my ego booster of the day, or of the month, actually. So thank you.
When do you guys meet up with Kevin and Laura again? Soon. Wax do you use on your coach? None so far. Dennis, that is another video I need to do. We own a detailing company. I haven't waxed the coach once in the entire year.
Or my car.
How embarrassing is that? And her car either.
See, we're like those mechanics that they have a mechanic shop, or no, not a mechanic. The
paint?
ones that paint shop, and they have the cars not painted.
Right. Yeah. Horrible. But it's coming next year. Along with the number 444 solar installation video. That's just too funny. Did you find anything for Ozzy? We did not get Ozzy stuff there because we didn't get into the pet section.
A little bit. So
Air Force Museum was great.
There. So Ozzy's in the shot too. So the three of us. Kinda.
All right. Yes. Air Force Museum, amazing. I mean, it is crazy good. Ted's in the house. Dawn, poor Lori. Paul, start drinking, then you will think you can dance. Yeah, that's the problem, is that I don't drink, so that's why I don't think I can dance. I know I can't. Are you going to start any boondocking? We've been boondocking the last week.
No, but not real boondocking. Like I think there's like the overnighters in places when you're moving.
Oh yeah.
But boondocking, like staying a week or so in a place with dry camping, basically, we're just getting into the area where you can do that. We're gonna do it starting next year. Right now, between Vegas and going for the holidays, probably not.
No. From Edgewood, Kentucky, Russell from Illinois. Love TME. Thanks, gang. My husband wanted me to say he prays for Lorena every day. Guys.
Oh, thank
Why
you.
are you guys so cruel to me? What have I ever done to you?
See,
it's true, though.
They see and they understand. They have to say, it's like one time, I have to say, it's like using my quiet side, because he's just so loud and talks so much that using my quiet side, but I also have my mean side.
RV Texas, y'all, is in the house. Air Force Museum looks super, and the Ford Museum. You got to go. Both of those places are awesome, and they're not that far apart. A couple hours apart, you can get them both done. Kelly, what was the robot you rode out to right field? That is called a 9-bot. Actually, 9-bot bot Segway, and now it's called a 9-bot S1. I love it.
Yeah, it's a 9-bot. It's funny because when it just came out, he loved it, looked at it, and bought it for $1,000, I think, or $1,200, something like that.
It was ridiculously expensive. They're like $500 or $600 bucks.
Yeah, so half the
Still
price.
ridiculously expensive. Love the OBX. Yes, got those valve extensions on yet?
We just.
You guys just never stop. Yeah, no, the airless ones suck, Ted. Do not use the airless ones. The adjustment on them is just ridiculous. Hitting them inside in between the rims and breaking them off. So you need airless. So I've actually got the regular ones now, and no, I don't have them installed. Do you two watch much TV? No, very little.
TV in itself, zero TV. We don't watch any TV. We see our news like literally from the phone. We just read news, if anything. Entertainment, I will watch Netflix, or I will watch YouTube videos.
Netflix and chill, baby.
But that's about it. No, I just got it.
But we do watch a lot of YouTube. Most of the stuff we watch on YouTube is business related, or
in the morning we like to get inspired, so we see some self-help, inspirational, or business. So that's what we watch in the morning. Then Paul, in his breaks, he will watch like editing stuff, like a lot of editing, how-to stuff, and
try to learn how to be better.
Yeah, for me, it's a lot. I love the whole small living idea and minimalism, so I will watch a lot of that stuff.
Cynthia, you are going to adopt, really? Yes, probably. Yes. That's rolling the dice, isn't it? Whew. We'll be going to Yosemite through the Sierras. At some point, I don't know, as we go up the West Coast, if we will make it, because we're going to be making a beeline to Alaska. I want to go Yosemite and the Sierras. Will Lori drive the RV? I wish she would drive more, but I mean, we don't. We split this stuff up. I love driving. I love getting behind the RV and driving. I know she can if she has to.
I can do it. Like I did in Orlando. I had to. I did it. I think he will get more stressed out if I drive anyway. And I like being the passenger. I like to be looking at, if I'm a driver, that if I drive, I just focus. So I will not see the scenery or anything else. And he allows me to see that as a passenger.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
Mary Dukes, love you guys so much. She's going to sell her house and buy an RV. She wants her life. Mary, you should do it. It's awesome. And you can go to football games whenever you want. Whenever your heart desires. Thank you. I thought Kevin was your kid. No, I would love Kevin to be my kid.
Well,
because then he could fix my computer.
No, here's the thing. Paul is my kid. Kevin is Laura's kid. So that's how it's split.
LOL, homeless people. Have 2 adopted. It's a great way to become parents. Thanks, George. That'd be awesome. I actually probably like to talk about that one day. Foster kids or big brother, big sister instead. Cool. You would be great parents. I don't know about that.
What?
You would be great parents.
Oh.
From Hotel Boss. But I think Lori would be. I'm not so much. I'm still trying to unscrew up my 2 kids I have now.
He has the energy. I have the discipline. So it's a good team.
Call 0153. Just started full timing. I've been watching your videos for almost a year. Pixar experiences. Thank you. Hopefully they were good experiences for you as well, that we didn't recommend something and you got there and went, ah! Kevin Klein, Paul, Lorena, how cool is that? You guys rock. Looks like you have some humorous, fun-loving followers. We do. I will say this. You're always going to have the outsiders that come in and try to stir up the pot and you know, cause grief for everybody. 98% of our followers are absolutely amazing. Our viewers are just incredible. I love you guys. I love the community that we've built here, and it has been amazing. And again, we do love meeting you guys out on the road. So please reach out to us on Facebook if you know we're in your area, or follow us on Facebook, because if we're in your area, you'll know as we do check-ins. If we don't check in your area and we go through, it's really because we've had to get some work done and we just kind of blew through, and I apologize for that, but it does happen every now and then. But we love meeting you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for hanging out and watching, and we're already an hour and a half and we're not ending yet.
Happen every now and then that we know we're not gonna stay, so we cannot meet you anyway, so we just blow through the city. So that's what happens sometimes.
Norp and South have a lot of adopted kids on the road. Yes, that is true.
But they adopted them before going on the road.
Yeah,
so
before going out there.
That's a tricky part.
Yeah. If she gets pregnant, I think we'll all know. Yes, Ralph, that is true. Collie Coach adoption is great. We adopted a 6-year-old. He's now 25. Oh, that's awesome.
See,
awesome.
I love to hear those stories because it's like, I don't know. I think it's just like so selfless to do that. So.
Yep. Oh, Zin Lee says you pronounce perfectly. When they'll let us know when the campground's open. Awesome. Yay for DIY. Yeah, we'll see how that happens. Yes, you're very fast paced. Did you see the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.? We saw some of it. Yeah. Yeah. We did video of that. Yeah. We did video in the Air and Space in Washington. They did not like me having my tripod in there, my stabilizer. The one here, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, says, I'm sad you haven't said hi to your biggest fan. Who is that?
Who is that, Cynthia?
Thank you, Cynthia. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Hello from Amber Cat. Amber's cat says hello. 300 watching. Winnebagos have awnings. You should upgrade.
Funny thing, if we will upgrade the one we have been looking at, so Winnebago. So.
Harv Travels. Joe is in the house. Joe and Steve, right? Oh, if I get that wrong, I'm in hell. Hey, from Canada. Hey, Lori, when are we going to see a tour of the RV?
See, if you follow us on Facebook, I'm going to start making you part of my design process. So you can choose for me because I just kind of make up my mind and we just finish this thing and make the tour. Because I want you to see an old coach that can still be pretty inside. Because I think that's one of the things about everybody going into a newer coach. It's like when you buy an old house, you buy old and you refurbish it. Why don't you do the same thing with an old RV? You don't have to just get into debt just to have something beautiful.
Kevin Klein says, get Ozzy to Claude since he's inside cat. Oh, Kevin, you're about to hear it from Lori.
No. I'm totally against the Klein because it's amputating. You're amputating the finger, the claw, basically. Not the claw, the finger.
The nail.
The nail. No, the nail. They really don't have nails. You're amputating everything. That's the clawing. So I will never do that to a cat. Yeah,
it's his defense mechanism in case he needs to rip my nose apart like he did in the one video.
Also, is how they release some pheromones and hormones doing this, and when you decline, they cannot do that.
Vibe says your mom's cool. We loved her in the videos. My mom's a nutcase. I love her to death, and yeah, she rides a scooter and has a convertible, and love her to death. She's crazy. John, whose accent is better, Lorena or that guy traveling with Robert?
Oh, what kind of question is that?
Come on, traveling Robert has a much better accent.
They're totally different. They're totally different.
He's got say rich Corinthian leather. So, come on, say it.
Rich Corinthian leather.
No, see, Robert says that better, I think. You don't even know what that means, do you? Now, Lori doesn't know what rich crinkling
No.
leather is. Ted, you need to see our 31-foot precept. I like the precepts as well, Ted. One of our friends has one.
How many feet?
31 foot. So that's perfect.
I think they have that. That's
yeah.
one. I think they
yeah,
have
and they're down in Texas right now. Okay, I gotta ask. With humor, you guys are fast paced. Why are you getting out so late on your adventures? We always wanted this.
Well, the days when we go out at noon to go to our adventures and just discover places, I think that's a lot because we also work. So we'll get up and also have breakfast and all that and work a little bit and then go out in our adventures. Again, we're not this doing as retired people. We're not here. We're not millionaires. So we still have to work. So we have to make that time in the morning or night.
If I'm editing to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, Lori's trying to wake me up at 7 or 8 to go out. That is not going to happen.
And we're night people. I mean, we'll be watching movies, even if it's just for relaxing at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
A hat. Looked for 2 years and found a new mark. Great coach. Under 30 foot seems a little cramped. Patrick, what's happening?
Everything depends on your traveling people. There are some people who are happy on Class Bs or van lives. I mean, that's talking about really minimalist.
Yep. Patrick Slattery, how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
40-foot Monaco Diplomat and Poil, 20-foot car trailer behind it with a pickup and love it. Holy smokes! That's a big rig. So if you guys want to talk about that,
it's beautiful, but it's restrictive.
It's awesome. Yeah, I would love to be able to do that, but yeah, it is pretty restrictive. Like there's some places that you couldn't stay that we stay. But I will say
we have friends that they have an expedition with a full trailer with a motorcycle. They came out on a motorcycle, and they weren't able to stay at I think it was KOA in Nashville because they couldn't accommodate that length.
Right, they couldn't accommodate the length and the trailer.
Yeah, at some places you're gonna have some restrictions. So I think that's the part that. It's beautiful to have that space. I mean, you're literally traveling with a full house.
Yeah, 40-foot Monaco Diplomat is badass.
Yeah, but it comes with its compromises too. And if you have the budget to stay wherever you want, so be it. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Invite me for a drink and we hang out in your Monaco.
Yes. Yeah, we won't hang out here because it's too small. We'll go hang out in your coach. Don Klein, shirts. I like my 27N. That's the Winnebago, Steve, because I agree. I think it's one of the best small layouts or smaller layouts, the 27N. We love it. It's
very full-time livable, that one.
That's the Vista, correct?
The only thing
what are you trying to do?
He's playing. The only thing I don't like about that one is it doesn't have a couch. So what he's editing in the actual table, I have no place to lounge or hang out or anything like that.
Travels from Doodah with Trouble. Love your channel. Thank you. Straw Hat Chronicles. We have a year or so before we get on the road. We'll see you out here. Something. And did them for driving and vibing. Thank you. I will go and check that out. Actually, Kevin has set me up with Newton, and I'm an idiot. Let's just leave it at that. Kevin, shoot me a message later.
I don't even get into that conversation because the same thing as the bathroom is my thing, the t-shirt is his thing. So I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
What else?
Haggy, screaming. I say we are simply screaming with delight. That's awesome. Do you have ice cream or something? Why are you screaming? We like the last Saturday Live too. Baja to borrow. That's Kevin. Absolutely. My husband and 3 boys love Kevin. He's the man's man. I would think the ladies are probably not so happy with Kevin.
Well, the funny thing is, like, Kevin has like hardcore fans and he has hardcore haters.
Detractors.
It's like a 50% right there. So
Rick J, too many shoes for a B+. Why you have to go there, Rick? T-shirts, Alaska is our Patty. Everybody wants T-shirts. We need to do T-shirts. Could you do that? Lori should do T-shirts.
Oh, so now he's gonna put it in my queue.
Yeah, no. Alaska, absolutely. Paul, do you have Kevin's whistle? He's been looking for it. I don't know. 150 in London. Haggy, and you're still up watching us? Thank you so much. That was
like 45 minutes ago.
That's amazing. Yeah, that was 45 minutes ago. She's probably already hung up by now. My husband wants one. I'm not going to give him my truck. All right. Have you looked into all the rules to go into Mexico, insurance and all that other stuff? No, we still have a month or two yet.
I have looked into some.
Lori has a little bit.
My sister, my little sister, I mean, she's at the end of the university, but at Christmas time, like this, the holiday time that a lot of people from Mexico go back home and cross the border. A part-time job at, I don't know how to call it. There is a line in the U.S. and in Mexico.
The 30-kilometer line.
30-kilometer line where you are allowed to be in that border, no problem. But if you cross that line, you have to do some paperwork. And here in the U.S., you get, as a Mexican, you have to get some permits, or if you're from other country, but in the U.S., at that 30-kilometer line, you have to do some paperwork for your coach, your car, your dolly, whatever it is. So I have been talking to her, like, because it's what she does. She's at that 30-kilometer, and she works for the bank there for all the permits that you have to purchase. So she's part of the bank. Exactly what I need, the paperwork I need. And the one thing that she told me is that they will come into the RV and make all the inventory to make sure that you're not bringing stuff into the Mexico and selling it there and then come back to the US with nothing. So they will make sure of that. And there is the permits are fairly cheap, between $55 and $75 for the car, and then another one for the RV. But the car needs a $400 deposit, and they're just trying to make sure you don't leave the car in Mexico to try to sell it over there.
Right. We do need to look into insurance and stuff, though.
Insurance, though, is the one thing that we have not looked at, but we need to look at it.
Yeah.
How much is
it's doable. Other people are doing it, so we know it's doable. We're not too worried about that. We'll figure that out along the way. We always wait till the last minute.
What my sister told me is, like, as long as the registration matches your driving license, I mean, it should be pretty easy to process.
That's a great point, Joni, for RV parks. Level sites. Drives us crazy that you get into RV sites, RV parks, usable because they're not level. It's like, it's craziness. So yes,
crazy.
great.
Level sites, that's the number one.
Daydream Ranch, yes, we will hit you up when we're in California. Make sure you stay in touch with us on Facebook. Signal booster for your cell phone in remote areas. Yes, we do. It's up on the wall right there. Oh,
it helps a little. It helps a little bit. I wouldn't say it's not like a lot. It helps like with half bar to a bar. I have not said more than that.
Cynthia. Oh yeah, we already saw that. Hello, Cynthia. My daughter is an artist. I will see if she can come up with a design. That would be awesome.
Awesome.
Hey guys, having dinner at Walmart and saw you guys.
We're in Walmart.
Hey, Raph, what's happening? We just met up with the Bayarena family. You'll recognize them from other videos of the family, the crazy family that we hung out with in St. Augustine, and we saw them today on the road. That was a lot of fun. We had lunch with them.
And that's why we...
Pizza Hut, but that's why we were late getting here, so just message Raph Disney and blame him.
So thank you, Raph.
Yeah, thanks, Raph.
Like, we literally got here 5 minutes before the live.
Yeah. Hey, Steve from Bob Cajun.
And I don't even want to get into how fast he was driving the highway to get here.
Woo! I was driving like crazy.
My hands were sweating. So yeah, not cool.
Daydream Ranch. I can't wait till I start tubing and no filter and being retired from prison system. I have thick skin. Yeah, see, that's me. I'm a wuss. I have thin skin.
What, buddy?
Lots of sugar in the DP. Absolutely. Thanks, Tom. The little wheel, Cynthia. Again, the 9-bot. And we're going to be wrapping it up here very, very soon. We've been on for an hour and 45. Let's roll down through some of these quick. This is Sparta.
I'm sorry. Here, Polly tries to really go through everybody. So
I'm trying to get to everybody. I know it's impossible, but hey.
But we appreciate you coming. And see, we missed one or something like that. We really, really appreciate them. I mean, really, really. Just to hang with us. I mean, you didn't have to put a comment.
Yeah. Michael, it's fun seeing people in love having fun. You two are very cool.
Oh, thank you.
Michael, I cannot talk about that because I will cry like a little baby because, yes, I do love this woman like there's no tomorrow. And I do have fun with her.
So he was talking about
he was talking about us, just in case you weren't paying attention. But yeah, it's amazing. And yeah, sometimes we want to kill each other. But we love each other very, very much, and we love traveling together. We've had a blast. This last year has been awesome.
Mm-hmm. High five for that one.
Plans for Christmas, El Paso, Juarez.
Texas.
It's amazing because Lori's mom and sister live in Juarez, Mexico, across the border from El Paso, Texas, literally adjoining cities. Daughter and grandkids live in El Paso. So It's awesome. We put the coach in El Paso. We drive back and forth across for the holidays. It's awesome.
It's amazing. And the funny thing is that he's Canadian. We met in St. Louis, Missouri, live in Las Vegas, but we have commonality. We have family in Juarez, El Paso area. So how crazy is that?
Yep. Andy, sorry we missed you in Aurelia that day. I'm sorry we missed you too, Andy. Videos later. Thanks, Ben. Take care. You've probably already gone now. Challenge of herding cats. Too much in my mind. Yeah. 5 cats in RV will be kind of like herding cats, Jonathan. I agree.
That's crazy. That will get crazy. Okay, next.
Tony, love your videos. I'm visually impaired and can no longer drive. You guys are living my dream. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Tony. We appreciate you. How are you watching, Tony, if you're visually impaired? Is that...
Cool. It's just
so you just listen to us? You're crazier than a loon.
It's just partial.
To listen to. Why would you want to listen to my voice? Her voice, maybe, not my voice, for sure. Thanks, Kevin, for watching. Kevin Oliveri. Hey, y'all. Easy RV TPMS is the best. Egar. We have the tire minder, and it's the best one in the box because I've had it in a box for a year.
Yeah,
so
it works great in the box.
It works great.
Jeez. 1 year, people. More than 1 year that we had it. We bought it in September this year.
Harv Travels. When you come see us at our campground, give fair warning so they can scrub the bathrooms. That's not your job. It's the campground's job. Collie coach. They need a border collie to manage the cats. Yes. Knuckle up. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, dude. What's up? How come you're so late? Who makes the phone holder on your dash? Love the videos. If you go into any of the description below the videos, gang, if you go in there, you're going to have to do it on your computer. All of the stuff, all of the equipment we use is there. And if you click on any of that, it takes you to Amazon where you can purchase it. And if you buy that or buy anything else on Amazon, we get a credit for that, like anywhere from 3 to 4%, and it helps us fund our deal here. So we really appreciate you guys. And a lot of people have been using those links. So super, super appreciate that. So
thank you so much.
The phone holder on the dash, if you go find it there, click on the link, and it'll take you to where you can.
So if you're going to shop Amazon anymore, it's not going to cost you anymore.
Right.
Just go and shop Amazon through our link, and you will help support us, and it's going to cost you the same amount of money.
Yep. So. Radical Tech Dude, planning a Mexico trip. Yes, we are next year. We're going to be talking to Kevin and Laura more about that because we're going to travel with those guys. Dawn, thank you so much. She says that they inspire us to see America. Do you find that some parts of America are much more desirable as far as sightseeing than others?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing about America. There's pockets of good and bad everywhere we have went. There's pockets of good and bad mentality everywhere we've went. The other day we pulled out of a place and we've got a big huge rig. I can't see cars that are coming around a corner. By the time a car came around the corner, I was pulling out. We're long and big, and he had to wait an extra 5 or 6 seconds and gives me the finger. That mentality, no matter where you are in the country, you're going to have good and bad everywhere you go. You're going to have dangerous and safe places everywhere you go. We were warned about Memphis being dangerous. We were told about the people that live there that it was dangerous. We had an awesome experience in Memphis. Where you go, you're going to have, yes, desirable, less desirable, and more desirable places all over. It's really what you make of that particular area.
And it's also based on what you like. There's a lot of people that they love city traveling. They will only hit the cities. Other people, they just like hiking, and they will go to all the national parks, state parks. There's other people, depending on your travel, what you like. You don't like desert, if you like the woods. I mean, it's just depending on how you like to travel.
Did you have any major mechanical repair to your Class A after you bought it? Egar. I hate answering that question because no, we've had no major repair.
Knock on fake wood.
Knock on fake wood. We've got 20,300 something miles on the thing since we bought it. It had 100,000 on it. Month in, I disconnected the battery. There's an old video about it, which I still to this day find bizarre. Disconnected the battery, wouldn't run after that. When I put a new battery in, I replaced the throttle body. Makes no sense whatsoever, but a Ford mechanic told me that. It's run like a top ever since. We've had no major mechanical difficulties with things whatsoever. I guess that was
like a defect of that specific year. So it was kind of bound to happen at any time. And good thing it happened before we went on the road.
This old girl has been just a rock, and I've loved it. I've heard good and bad about the Ford V10s. It's been awesome.
This has been great. That's why we have a hard time trying to replace it, because we're like, it runs like a champ. It has whatever we need. I mean, the space we need, and it's like sometimes that's why we have the hard time just into upgrading into something newer.
Dale Lewis says, Paul, you can keep your clothes in a suitcase in the car. Dale, I don't like you anymore. That was a horrible thing to say.
See, that was my idea.
That's just not a good suggestion. That's awesome. That's how much room do you need for t-shirts? Dude, I need some room.
He needs a lot of room. But it's not t-shirts. He has in his closet, he has his 9-boot, his drone, his guitar, his like 60 pairs of shoes.
Most of my shoes. I have, for my t-shirts, I have one drawer. It's about that long, about that wide, and I fold them up all nice and neat. And, you know, I've got a couple dozen t-shirts in there.
If you want to learn how to fit more clothes in your closet, just go and Google KonMari method, and they will show you how to fold stuff amazingly to fit so much stuff. That is what we use in the RV to fit a lot of our clothes in the small space.
Laser Razor 6, hi from New Zealand. About time you paid us a visit. I would love to. We've just never got an invitation.
We never got invited there.
Oh, no, he does. Steve does, but an invitation. The crazy wheel thing I ride is called a 9-bot S1. Wife doesn't drive, so we have all of our rules. Yes. Mia wants a shout out. Yo, Mia, what's up, girl? Kathy, Fluffy, Elizabeth, Raph.
Love those kids. If I
love
could
those guys.
Kidnap them, I will do that. Totally do that. And they become vegetarians, even better.
Knuckle up. How long can you stay online? Make it a marathon. We can't, man. I mean, you guys. Again, I'll cry if I start talking about it. You guys are so fun, and for us to be able to sit here and do this just blows my mind. It is so cool. I love doing these, and that's why we're going to continue to do Last Saturday Live. I know that some of the other channels are charging for live things and doing things like that. I'm not going to do that.
Doesn't matter, but we're going to try to keep them short, because it's like, I think
2 hours.
2 hours just too long.
2 hours is perfect.
Too long.
2 hours.
9
we're
minutes.
So far behind in messages. The problem with the live is there's so much that it's just a barrage of 400 people asking questions.
I think
Sorry, not 400, 200.
If you know around the last Saturday we're in your area, let us know so you can come and help us like doing this, because being reading and answering is sometimes hard because you get behind.
Escapers RV Club once had a question on their Facebook page about what travel distance do you average. What was their answer? We were talking to the Bayerena family about that today. For a while there, we got to about that 100-mile range. We found that was perfect. Hours, and then shut it down. Travel for 2 or 3 hours, shut it down. That gave me time to work in the afternoons. But we are going to try and do that, but we're actually going to shut it down even more.
For a lot of the full timers that we know, they keep it at 50 miles. I mean, it's like, and so at whatever speed you want to travel.
And I think at one time I saw the Technomania had the 222 thing, like 200, 2 days, something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like that. And I thought that was pretty interesting.
I know that one.
Patty says, Paul, which would you like better, amazing, cool, or awesome? I mix them all up. My vocabulary is so limited.
He likes all of them.
Don't miss the Casey Jones Home and Museum in Jackson, Tennessee. Trains, Paul, trains. We're long past that. So next time I'm around that way, I like trains.
That's the thing. Right now we're even passing through so much stuff we're missing, but we're like, we'll back.
Rex Partridge, what's it like being married to such a young wife? Paul, your shirt says it all. There was no luck involved. This is a lot of work.
Hard work here.
Hard work. Come on, man. No
kidding.
I'm extremely lucky. There's no qualms about that. I'm not blind. I can see in a mirror.
We are yin and yang. We're perfect for each other. So it just like age is just a number, just happen to be that way, but we're perfect for each other.
Kevin, thanks, man. We're far behind. I get it. Bucky's travel stops in Texas. Absolutely, Michael. The Panhandle was only this long though, so Don GTFO. Don, just
sorry, guys.
Don't encourage Kevin to swear on texting.
I'm playing with Ozzy too.
Seems like I'm reading backwards. No, I'm trying to read in order, but it just keeps coming out.
It's just like
40 minutes behind.
To the bottom. He should go to the bottom of the chat. That's it.
Balloon Festival in New Mexico. Yes, I want to do that. You want me just to go to bottom and ignore everybody in the middle?
Not ignore, but you guys can
Kevin,
always pose your question again, right? That's what we talk about.
Does that RV have a toilet? No, we don't. We just pee outside.
Toilet. We have a composting.
No, we have a composting toilet, Christopher. Yes.
It was so funny because today Fluffy, that is the little kid. He's 5 years old. He had to pee, so he came here in the composting toilet, and he's used to his own regular RV toilet. So he goes to the bathroom, and he's like, "Where do I flush?" Like he didn't know where the flush button was.
Yep.
That was so cute.
Worst toll road. We haven't really hit that many toll roads except for when we were in your area, John. Roads, yes.
I think it was just New Jersey, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and there was another toll road, but only just 3 states that we hit, just like 2 or 3. Was it?
I love watching how frustrated Lorraine is that I'm slow reading comments. Yes, that's funny. Thanks, John. Christopher White says that RV sucks. If you're talking about ours, thanks, Christopher. I appreciate the compliment. Kevin Miller, Ted, they do a 5-hour drive, is only 30 minutes away. Schooling Ozzy, yes, we are, and he's a slow learner.
No, he's not.
Christopher White, that guy is gay. Wow, Christopher, thank you so much. Would just call me. Maybe we can get together. We'll hook up.
You?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's just one of those trolls. You know, it's one of those guys.
Is there something I don't
so
know?
Funny.
Have you guys hook up, and that's how you know?
Yeah, I think he knows. I think he knows. No good way for the keep up. Too many questions. Yes. Lance, what's happening, dude? How you doing, man? Appreciate it. Lance and Evelyn are in the house. We are going to close in 5 minutes, guys. We're going to wrap this up. Coat sealer protector and rain washer fluid to keep the bugs from sticking on the windshield. Yeah, I mean, use the Rain-X on the windshield. That works great, and it helps clean them off better. As far as a top coat sealer, paint sealant, any of the paint sealant. If you have a coach that is, and that's why I need to do a detailing video, because if you have a coach that's gel coat, that's not, you've got to watch that the sealer or wax or whatever it is you use does not have any kind of acetone or alcohol in it that might dry out the stripes. So you got to really watch for that kind of stuff. But just as long as you don't have alcohol in the stripes, you're good to go. But just any kind of paint sealant or wax. And that's about it, guys. We're going to have to wrap it up, unfortunately. Are you both U.S. citizens, Chris? No. I am a naturalized citizen. I was born in Canada. Lori has now been here 10 years, and it's about time for her to do the thing.
But my residency expires next year. So actually this year I'm going to do my citizenship. Because we're on like abroad too. We're in Canada. Now we're going to Mexico. Going into Canada again is like I submit all my paperwork and they need me here because I need to go through testing. Like I'm gonna learn history about this country, civics of this country, a lot of these countries, and just going through all that. If they need to do all those testing here while I'm in Canada, Alaska, or Mexico, I have to fly in. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky to do that this coming year, but I have to do it basically soon.
And the last question that I'm going to answer before we go, this is awesome because it's funny. Dan Hestand. He says, Paul, since it's 2 a.m., Lorraine is asleep, and you just got to this question. What kind of drone do you use? Oh, that's awesome. What a great way to finish it all off.
Okay, I'm just going to, before he
I'm done.
Finishes that, next webinar, last Saturday, I am going to be handling all the questions.
Oh, I can't wait. Nightmare.
Nope, it's gonna be faster.
No, it's not gonna be faster.
Okay,
you can't get through all the questions.
What drone?
So I use a unique Typhoon H. Be going to the new DJI Mavic Pro, but I don't know yet if I want to pull the trigger on that big of an expense for the drone. But we'll see. I just think I would get it out more and use it more if I had something a little bit more compact that can just flip it out, toss it out the door, and go. This thing requires a little bit of setup. It's a bigger drone, 6 rotor, and
it has amazing picture, and it flies in heavy winds too. So that's a great part about it, but it's too bulky to be carrying around. Yeah.
So anyways, this is it for last Saturday live in November. We're going to do it again in December. We'll have to see what it falls on.
I was going to say it's tricky because it's kind of like the end of the year and kind of like everybody's going to be busy.
As long as it doesn't fall on Christmas or New Year's.
No, it's not going to fall on Christmas or New Year's. I think it's on the 30th.
Well, then we'll do it anyways. And if they come, they come. And if they don't, they don't. That's either way.
Maybe that one we keep it short. Maybe that one just so you can show up for 20 minutes or so, and then we wrap it up.
Yep. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. You guys, I can't say it enough. Absolutely amazing. Please feel free to follow us on Facebook and reach out if we're in your area. Maybe we can grab a cup of coffee, or we can have dinner or lunch or whatever. If we're in your area and we have time, we will definitely love to meet you guys.
A lot of people that say, "Oh, we don't want to reach out because we feel like stalkers." And it's like, no, it's like
you are. That's all right.
We are
just kidding.
friends at this point. We're like family in the channel. So just reach out. If we can meet, we meet. If we cannot because of work or we're just passing through the town, we can't. I mean, just think it harsh. It's like, but if we can, we would love to meet you.
Absolutely. Thanks, gang. We'll catch you again next time. And I'm going to be uploading a video here tonight. So you, within the next half hour to an hour, we'll have the latest video out from Louisville. So thanks for watching.
East Coast, but
too late on the East Coast.
Watch it.
All right. Bye, gang.
Bye, guys. And now he's here in the